Alright, so we're going to be on the draw this time. Not going to keep a one-lander on the draw. Alright, this is a little bit better. Still not great. We've been getting some craptastic opening hands lately. So opponent leads off with a Serum Visions. They did a 1-1 split, one on the bottom, one on the top. Here I just think we fetch shock Thoughtseize. Alright, so this is going to be Ascendancy combo. We might want to take the Jeskai Ascendancy here. Emery has 2 toughness, so we can bolt Emery. Morning Slayer Fall. Okay, so they drew Mox Amber for their turn. There's Emery. So I think we just want to bolt Emery here. And do we want to do that off of Basic Mountain, or do we want to pay the life for the Blood Crypt? I think I'll just grab Basic Mountain here. We're already at 14. They run out of Chromatic Star and cycle it immediately for red. Okay, Serum Visions as well. The opponent's seen so many cards. Their Underworld Breach. So I think we're going to bring in these 5 cards. This doesn't really seem like a matchup where Seasoned Pyromancer is going to shine, so I think we'll cut that. Even though Renin 6 was good during the last game, I don't think it's going to be that strong here either. We need to treat them like a combo deck and disrupt their graveyard and their hand. So Croxus stays in. What is the CMC on Fate Stitcher? It costs 3 and a blue, so Fatal Push doesn't answer that. Fatal Push also doesn't answer Emery. We can try something like Weather the Storm. Guess I'll leave in 1 Renin 6. Have to mull this hand. Can we afford to mulligan this hand? I think we have to ship it. Alright, I'll keep this hand because it has Thoughtseize and Lily. And I think we bottom the Bloodbraid Elf here. Opponent leads on Serum Visions. They scry 2 cards to the top. Nice, another discard spell. Don't mind if I do. Here I think I'm grabbing Overgrown Tomb first. Shocking for Inquisition. Having 2 Underworld Breach is a little bit scary. Think we have to take it. And then Assassin's Trophy, the second one. There's another Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, Fate Stitcher and Jeskai Ascendancy is a combo in and of itself. We can still break up the combo with Assassin's Trophy. So I think I'm going to take the Underworld Breach again. Okay, they play Jeskai Ascendancy. So we can't risk them drawing land and playing the Fate Stitcher. I think we just need to hit the Jeskai Ascendancy here. We are going to play Nile Spellbomb this turn. We'll go ahead and grab Blood Crypt here. So they have Fate Stitcher, Teferi, and one unknown card. There's Teferi. And they plus. Here I think I just need to play land and Bloodbraid Elf. If I play Lily and plus, that doesn't make sense. We'd have to pitch either land or the Bloodbraid Elf. Maybe we'll hit a lightning bolt. Teferi stops Bloodbraid Elf. Maybe I should have thought about that. So Bloodbraid Elf is actually pretty bad with Teferi on the other side of the battlefield. Hey Balada, thanks for the shark bites. You think Classic Jund or Shadow Jund is in better position now? A lot of people are saying that Jund Shadow is the better deck. I play Classic Jund because it's easier to pilot for me. Jund Shadow is a little dicey at times with all the prowess and burn in Magic Online leagues. Okay, so Healy strikes me as a sideboard card. Inquisition actually works out well here. Let's Inquisition before combat. Double Fate Stitcher. Was hoping to nab something. With an unearth cost of 1, do we even want to plus Liliana here? I guess with Nile Spellbomb on the battlefield we do. Morning Crypt. Okay, there's Fate Stitcher. If they happen to have drawn Jeskai Ascendancy, this doesn't end well for us. And because it has haste, I think we have to go ahead and nuke their graveyard here. This means that we won't draw a card, but I think it's for the better. We'll go ahead and -2. Play an Ashiok. And they scoop. So I don't think the opponent can beat Ashiok. Why do you ask? On the play. Hand seems alright. Turn 1, discard into turn 2 Tarmogoyf. Keep. Feel free to share. I'm guessing that's one of the main characters. Oh, it's a villager. Go ahead and Inquisition the opponent. Okay, looks like Slivers. Hmm. Think we just take the Gale Rider Sliver here. That way their slivers don't have evasion. There's a possibility that taking Aether Vial is better. I'm going to take the Gale Rider Sliver. That's the card that did the most damage to me the last time that I played against Slivers. That might be incorrect. This is just Goif and pass. Here we probably see Unsettled Mariner. Yep. Land was a premium draw there. So this counters it unless we pay 1. I guess we'll go ahead and attack. And it is whenever you or a permanent you control becomes a target of a spell or ability, it gets countered unless I pay 1. So we can't Maelstrom Pulse anything. All we can do is swing and play Goif. Slivers has been on an uptick. I think it just got better with the bannings. Play our second Goif and pass. Thoughtseize Bug. They played the card we took with Thoughtseize. They drew another one. So now their Slivers can fly. Ooh, calm down, opponent. Already at 7. This is not good. We need land here. So this is awkward because I want to be able to kill the Gale Rider Sliver so we can actually block their creatures. But I also kind of want to kill one of their lords. I guess I have to kill the Gale Rider Sliver. Can't attack with both. They are down to 1 card here. We somehow survive this turn. What does this do? Oh, come on. That's cheap. Yep. So we lose because they cast Leeching Sliver. And I guess we may have played correctly, but it just still didn't matter. Their draw was too strong. So the first card I look to when I'm playing against Tribal is going to be Plague Engineer. And creature decks, Lily, the Last Hope seems pretty good here. Perhaps more removal in the form of Collective Brutality is good. I don't know that we need all these cards though. Let's cut Croxes. Renin 6, I'm not sure if that's going to do much here. It's much better on the play than it is on the draw. Maybe we just don't want the Collective Brutalities, and I'm wrong about that. We'll just bring in these 3 cards, cut the Croxes. I can't keep this. This is better. Keep, and I think we'll actually put back Seasoned Pyromancer here. This hand seems like a really solid 6. We'll lead off with a Blackleaf Cliffs and pass. Opponent kept in their Aether Vials. Would love to see another land here. Liliana not the worst. Let's grab Overgrown Tomb. Renin 6 picks up our 3rd land for Lily. There's a Mutavault. think so. I guess we want Blood Crypt. Name Sliver and pick up land and pass turn. There we go. That's all it takes to beat Tribal, apparently. It's just a turn 3 Plague Engineer on the play. Still thinking about these collective brutalities and how good they might be. They're a little easier to cast than something like Assassin's Trophy, but Assassin's Trophy has more targets. I guess we'll run it back. This hand is great. We can lead off with Inquisition into a turn 2 Tarmogoyf. We have Bolt for interaction, and we're only one land away from casting Bloodbraid Elf. Seems solid. Keep. We also don't have to worry so much about the basic forest because we cut our Croxes. Typically this would be a bad draw with Croxa in the deck. Never not having Vial on turn 1. There's another Bloodbraid Elf. Here I think we lead off with a Blood Crypt. Sets us up nicely for any future Seasoned Pyromancers. Shock that in Inquisition. We have a choice of Predatory Sliver or Sinew Sliver. So I guess we just take the Sinew Sliver here. That's a pretty easy bolt target. Wonderful. So we can play Overgrown Tomb tapped here. Bolt their creature and pass the turn. Tarmogoyf is now a 4/5. Skill side, thanks for boarding a submarine. Get in here and get your love. Thank you for boarding a submarine, skill side. Loving the positivity. Opponent plays Silent Clearing and cracks it instantly. That's a good sign. Don't think they have any more creatures in hand. When we just have all the Bloodbraid Elves. Each sliver card has Unearth for 2. Okay. So we need to kill that ASAP. This is just Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, don't mind if I do. And they scoop. Easy clap. The control freak has the spreadsheet for Death Shadow. I'm not really doing that for data per se, but more or less so that I can remember the matchups after the league, so if anybody asks. I do think it's a good idea. I'll keep this hand. It's a little on the slow side. Stomping Grounds. Into Shriekhorn? Oh no. It's Dredge. Womp womp. This is a terrible matchup. Another land, not necessarily what we wanted to see there. I hate this matchup. I honestly think I'm supposed to hit the Shriekhorn with the Assassin's Trophy so they can't put more cards in the graveyard. Another land. Damn it, deck. Giving me all the basics. And I'm hitting the Shriekhorn here in hopes that we prevent them from dredging. Next turn, we'll cast Seasoned Pyromancer. We're going to take 5. They have another Shriekhorn. That's unfortunate. That's right. Keep getting unlucky with your Shriekhorns. Okay, do we forgo Seasoned Pyromancer for an Inquisition? I don't think so. I think we just want the blockers. There's very few cards that we want to put from their hand into their graveyard. So I think we just cash this in for a token. They hit Narcomoeba. Narcomoeba comes back from the graveyard to the battlefield if it's put there from your library. Can I take 5 here? I think I'm just chumping the Prized Amalgam. We take 2 from the Bloodghast, but that's okay. So they discarded Prized Amalgam and Bloodghast from hand, and an Arid Mesa. And if they so choose, they can crack Scalding Tarn and get back a Bloodghast this turn. Looks like they're going to. That will trigger Prized Amalgam. Okay, now they have a Dredger in the graveyard. This is only a Dredge 3, but their board state is going to be insurmountable. We should probably go ahead and concede here. Another land, unfortunately, hurts a lot. I don't think there's anything we can Bloodbraid Elf into that works. This is just too much damage coming at us on a board that's too wide. Okay, here I snap block the prized amalgams. Okay, they're hard casting Creeping Chill. This game's over. We can Croxa, but that doesn't do anything. So against Dredge, we want our anti-graveyard cards. I think we want our Plague Engineers as well. They can keep Bloodghast in the graveyard. They can also keep Narcomoebas off the battlefield. Liliana seems really bad in this matchup. So does Croxa. Our discard spells are also pretty bad, but they're kind of necessary. Not bringing in Unravel the Aether, although that is an answer to Leyline of Sanctity, which they're known to board in against Jund. It also hits Shriekhorn, so there's potentially 6 cards that it works against. I'll try it out. So we'll board out all the cards that give the opponent a choice of what to discard. Definitely want to play first. This hand is typically good, but I think we need to mulligan to Graveyard Hate. This is bad. All lands in an Unravel. Okay, this is not good. I guess I have to keep this one. 3 cards to the bottom. Yeah, one of the bolts. Fatal Push and yeah, I guess it's just bolt. Terrible. So I mulled pretty deep trying to look for Ashiok or Nile Spellbomb. Couldn't find one. That's kind of what you have to do in this matchup. It's just our cards are not going to do much against them. We have to have the graveyard hate to stand a chance. Hey, alright. Unfortunately, we can't cast it because of the land that we fetched. But I needed a green source in case we draw Tarmogoyf, so that's a little awkward. Let's try and get set up here for a Ashiok. Maybe we can draw a Blackleaf Cliffs or something? If we can do that, then we might actually have a game here. Plague Engineer. Not bad. Let's go ahead and cast that. And I think we want to name whatever card type Bloodghast is. The Bloodghast is a vampire spirit. So I guess we name Vampire. And then pass turn. Ooh, a Nile Spellbomb. Phenomenal. Opponent also missed their second land drop. This was a very good draw. Okay, Nature's Claim for the Nile Spellbomb. Yes, we'll go ahead and draw a card. And it's a land for the Ashiok. You're saying there's a chance deck. So they found a Creeping Chill. They do get a Narcomoeba. You're saying there's a chance. Here, I think I'm gonna snap off another Swamp. Play our Ashiok. Hit the opponent's graveyard before they can do anything worse. Attack. Nice. Actually beating Dredge. Actually beating Dredge is hype. That was pretty lucky. Unfortunately, I can't keep this hand because I can't cast my Grave Hate spell. Not even close. These mulligans are just kind of rough. I guess I have to keep this. We got the bottom two cards. I know. These mulligans are super rough. I guess we ship the Bloodbraid Elf. And the Bolt. I'm hoping Double Engineer is good enough. One can name Vampire, the other can name Illusion. I'm hopeful. We're going to need to find some way to counteract their graveyard shenanigans. Okay, Cathartic Reunion putting Stinkweed Imp in the graveyard is a bit of a problem. So we need a Nile Spellbomb for our next draw. Colligan's Command, unfortunately, not going to help here. Go ahead and play Bloodstained Mire. Pass the turn begrudgingly. Okay, land means 2 Bloodghasts. Too soon to know. I mean, it's anybody's guess. With Modern Horizons 1, Ballada, they tried to give all the decks in Modern at least a card. I'm basing that on something that Tom Ross said on a recent stream. And he was actually working at WotC during the time that MH1 was being produced. So what you saw in Modern Horizons was Wizards trying to give at least a single card to each deck in Modern at the time. So that all the decks got something. They'll probably do a similar approach. Okay, that was a really good turn for the opponent. Think we just want a basic swamp here. We'll play Plague Engineer. Naming Vampire. Hey, what's up, Last God? No more tribal stuff? It's anybody's guess, really. Yo, King Magic in the house. Happy Tuesday. What we need to have happen here is we need a bolt for the ox, and then we need a Nile Spellbomb or an Ashiok to wipe the graveyard. We need a lot to go right here still. They can flagrate the Plague Engineer. That lets them attack for 6. Another land. Not gonna help. They have 0 cards in hand. So I think we have to play to the board here. I wish. I already played the Plague Engineer. It's too late. I already played it. Yeah, that would be... Yeah, true. They're playing from the graveyard. I think I have to name Illusion here. If they have a land, then we're dead. They already have 3 Bloodghast in the graveyard. Damn, I should have played my land. I was reading chat. Well, now they have land for Bloodghast. Maybe it was more correct to play or name Vampire again. Dream crushed. Yeah, we had no help coming. Can we keep this hand? This doesn't seem great. Our hands have been kind of awkward today. I think I'm supposed to ship this. Yikes. Punished. King Magic, thanks for boarding a submarine. Hype hands! Thanks for the 9 months. Guess we'll bottom one of the bolts. And the forest. Marsh flats. Uh-oh. Is this a Stoneblade deck? Time to find out. Looks like Mardu midrange. So I guess we take Seasoned Pyromancer away here. Could take a Lightning Bolt. I guess you'll have to take my word for it, Slayerfall, that I'm sitting up straight. We'll just bolt that before it gets out of hand. They have another one? Draw a Lily here. Yes! Hell yeah! Cheers, King Magic. Drinking water instead of the coffee that I have next to me. They have the bolt for the Liliana. I think we're just trying to control the board here. So we'll kind of use Lily as a bad removal spell. And she eats a bolt. Yep, there's souls. So Lily would have been bad anyways. Trophy is awkward. I think here we make them pitch the lightning bolt. So we'll Croxa and pass turn. Now we take 2 a turn until we can deal with these souls tokens. of classic Jund, I don't really run Luris. I run Seasoned Pyromancer in that spot because the three drop slot is very crowded. But in Luris Jund, it makes a lot more sense. I think I'll pitch Trophy here. Maelstrom Pulse. Nope. So we're one card short of being able to escape Croxa. Oh no, I could have fetched and then escaped Croxa. So I made a mistake. That card could have been a fetch land. It's not like they can't block Croxa for days though. But that was a bad mistake. They escape Croxa. Let's make them discard their last card. And kill a spirit. It was a Liliana. Down to a 10. The wheels are kind of falling off here. This needs to be a Blood Crypt. I think Bloodbraid Elf into Maelstrom Pulse is actually better than just escaping Croxa. That might be incorrect. It might be better just to escape Croxa this turn. And then Bloodbraid Elf next turn. We're going to end up discarding the Bloodbraid Elf if we don't cast it this turn. I think I'm going to try and get lucky and hit Maelstrom Pulse. Step right up. You're the next contestant on Bloodbraid Elf Cascade. If we hit Maelstrom Pulse here, we go after the spirits. Tarmogoyf actually semi-decent here. Now we can profitably block Croxa. Maybe they don't swing with Croxa this turn. So we need our next draw to be Maelstrom Pulse. And we need our opponent to whiff. Bolt, not gonna do it. Alright. Against Mardu, I think these Nile spell bombs come in handy. I think Ashiok is pretty good here at controlling their graveyard. Last Hope also for the grindy element. Helps us come back after some discard spells. And I actually think our discard spells are pretty bad here. Running 6 is going to help us keep up with their discard spells. It gives us more fodder for like Liliana and stuff. I'm going to try out Plague Engineer here. Something like this. Cutting the discard under the pretense that they are a bad top deck. I have to keep this hand. It's a little awkward in that we can't cast the Ashiok. But we do have a turn 2 running 6, I hope. Yep, this is going to be a discard spell. We're going to lose running 6. Was hoping to draw a discard spell. Well, not a discard, but another running 6 there. Opponent now knows what I have in hand. Leading off on the basic swamp also suggests that they have another discard spell. No turn to play. Okay. So here we can grab a swamp, I think. Run out Ashiok. They fetch like they should. And then we want to mill ourselves in search of Kroxa. Did not find any. We found some pretty good fodder for Kolaghan's command if we can find one of those. Opponent not really up to much. Okay, there's another land. if we minus Ashiok and they have a lightning bolt, that's probably really bad for us. They can't fetch with Ashiok on 4. So I think we just take this time to run out Plague Engineer. We'll go ahead and name Spirit. And I'm not going to minus the Ashiok for fear of Lightning Bolt. And they did have the Lightning Bolt. And they had a second one. Unfortunate. So now they unlocked fetching. I guess it's kind of nice that Ashiok ate 2 lightning bolts. Ooh, Seasoned Pyromancer. That's going to draw them 2 cards. And they discarded 2 lands. Go ahead and bolt that. Running 6, top tier. If we don't cast Running 6 this turn, we can Raging Ravine, attack them. That puts them down to 10. But I think Running 6 and picking up cards is just better. It insulates us versus Liliana. So let's attack first. Play our Running 6 out. Use that to pick up a Bloodstained Mire. Already played our land for turn. Opponent cracking Sunbay Canyon, that's a pretty good sign. Magus of the Moon, okay. That turns off Raging Ravine. Bolt one time, nope. And let's see if they want to block. I'm kind of hoping that they do actually have a Lightning Bolt for the Running 6 here. Then we can Fatal Push Magus of the Moon. These lands are annoying. Alright, so I guess I'm not attacking this turn. Alright. That's 3 bolts down. Let's go ahead and destroy Magus of the Moon. And that unlocks Raging Ravine. Which we can then use to block one of their elementals. Doesn't look like they have Fatal Push, which is good. Let's thin the deck a little bit here. Get another green source. Maybe we want a red source here. No, let's get another green source. Ah, these lands. The fuck? How many was that in a row? That was 4 in a row, so we're flooding out pretty hard. We're almost out of fetchables. We really need a Kolaghan's Command or a Croxa to break this game open. Opponent playing land there is a pretty good sign. Okay, Liliana. Here, let's go ahead and thin the deck. Grab a mountain. We'll Lily here. Plus Lily. Plus Ren. Are we plussing Ren here? I think so. Oh, we should have waited to plus Ren. So that was a mistake for sure. I should have waited to plus Ren until after the Raging Ravine attack. Yeah, Kazara MTG, I unfortunately made a mistake there. And we're just top decking nothing but lands. This sucks. That's 5 in a row. How good is Kaya here? Okay, they eat the Raging Ravine and the Tarmogoyf. Nile Spellbomb. Plus Lily here. I think we're just looking for gas. So we'll cycle it. There's a lightning bolt. Do we go after them or do we go after Kaya? I think we have to go after Kaya here. If only I had used the Renin 6 properly, we would still have the Raging Ravine. Okay, there's Croxa. I think we have to split opponent's resources with Lily here. We don't want to show them the Croxa yet. So let's cash in the Lily, not get greedy. So it's Lance and Kaya. They keep the lands. Croxa twice. Now time is a concern. We're down to 6 minutes. Lingering souls. Brutal. Souls, flashback, souls. Cast Goif. Pass turn. Alright. So they draw 2 cards. Which is very good for them here. It keeps them alive, maybe. Well, let's cash in Peatland. Season Pyromancer. We're looking. There's Ren and 6. Quite the game. Quite the game. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, we have under 5 minutes left. Here goes nothing. So we need to make snap choices here. This will have to work. Keep. Our hand is kind of slow. probably take Kolaghan's command here. Yep. See if they have another discard spell. Okay, they're Stoneforge Mystic. So they don't know about the Assassin's Trophy. Should have played the fetch land and not the Blackleaf Cliffs, but maybe they'll play another Stoneforge Mystic. Nope, they just passed turn. And here we want another, I guess we want Stomping Grounds. Not playing around Magus of the Moon this game. Sweet. Land for Bloodbraid Elf. Let's go. Maelstrom Pulse on an empty board. Damn it. They finally hit their third land. Seasoned Pyromancer, pretty good for them here. They pitched Lingering Souls and a Batter Skull. Here's Bloodbraid Elf number 2. Croxa, don't mind if I do. Opponent pitched their other sword. Go ahead and attack here. This is fine. What's this? Another Spyro? Okay, it's Kaya. Okay. So Croxa, we can kiss goodbye. I can't risk them having Lightning Bolt here, so I'm gonna Assassin's Trophy the Kaya. Otherwise, I could have fired up Raging Ravine. Maybe I was supposed to attack with Raging Ravine. Magus of the Moon. Alright. So we'll kill that with Assassin's Trophy. Opponent not flashing back Lingering Souls. What does that mean? I think they have the Lightning Bolt here. I think they want me to fire up the Raging Ravine so they can bolt it. Fatal Push, okay. Grindy game. Another Kaya. Pass turn. This feels bad, but I'm gonna bolt one of their spirits. Another land. Land, bolt, land. Opponent just chewing through my graveyard with Kaya. Guess we have to plus the Ren here. Hope they attack it. Down to a minute 47 on the clock. Plague Engineer would be a good draw. Oh, we have to sacrifice Ren. Boo. Excuse me. All the trump cards. Yep. So it looks like they were able to -5 the Kaya to win the match. What is our next couple of draws going to be? Lightning Bolt, Ashiok, another Ashiok. Okay, we're on the play this time. See what kind of hand we get. Another one-lander. The Shuffler has been most unkind the last couple of leagues. This one I have to keep. I think we can put down the second Lily. No, unfortunately, they top decked a second Kaya, and Kaya ran away with the game. They actually were able to ultimate it, and that's how we ended up losing. I mean, you've seen the hands though, they've been really bad. We keep drawing into one landers, and we have 23 lands. This looks like death and taxes to me. Well, now we're dependent on the shuffler for a third land. Oh boy. We'll fetch in response. Quite the top deck there. And we need it to be an untapped land for Liliana. Nope. Well, actually, we can Fatal Push that. Save Croxa. We'll Fatal Push this on attack. Yep. Gonna need to draw another removal spell here, or a land. They now have Batterskull in hand. Land, please? Inquisition. Guess I'm taking the Skyclave Apparition. This is gonna be tough. Yep, they now have a Batterskull. I think I need to save the lightning bolt for whatever they play here. We can bolt the Archon. Flicker Wisp going to remove Tarmogoyf. Oh, they're gonna flicker Stoneforge Mystic? Do they even have another sword in the deck? Maul the Skyclaves. I guess I should have known that one. That we can take with the Inquisition. This game kind of feels like it's over. Seeing as how we missed so many land drops. Guess I'll attack here. Alright. I'll scoop. We're not beating Flicker Wisp in the air. Seems like a good matchup for Liliana. Unravel the Aether can come in here. I think that's all. Would really love to see a Renin 6 on our turn too, so we're not cutting any of them. Also, Kolaghan's Command would be one of our best cards. Perhaps we can cut Kroxa. Kind of lines up poorly against things like Path to Exile. Need a good hand. Not a bad hand. This one... kind of tempting versus the Stoneforge Mystic deck to keep the Kolaghan's Command hand. So we'll try it out. A bit too many lands, but we can still do some things. Here, let's grab basic Swamp. Thoughtseize. Oh no. Double Ariok Champion. That's brutal. Oh. I think we have to take the one Ariok Champion and then hope to hit a Liliana for the second. Can't bolt it, can't Kolaghan's Command it, can't Assassin's Trophy it, can't Maelstrom Pulse it. Must take it from hand. Another discard spell would be a great draw here. Renin 6. Okay. Play Wooded Foothills. Pass turn. There's Stoneforge Mystic. They get Sword of Fire and Ice. Here we need a Overgrown Tomb. Lightning bolt. Awesome. Only we knew we were going to draw the bolt. We could have fetched differently. Here, let's go ahead and pulse the Stoneforge Mystic. Pass turn. There's Ariok Champion. I think I X'd out of the wrong card. Liliana one time. Nope. We do get to take away the Sword of Fire and Ice here. Could also take Skyclave. Nah, we take the sword. Because we have Bolt for the Skyclave. Oh, that's true. Damn it. I punted. That was a punt. I don't want to give them Ren and 6 here. It's got protection from black too, though. No problem. I think their hand is just very, very good. They've already seen 3 Ariok champions. That might be all they have. There's Batterskull. Let's make them discard a card and kill the Batterskull here. That's a fair point. Go-Go, Gadget, Raging Ravine? I don't think they have sword anymore. Yep, we have to kill the Flicker Wisp with Ren and 6. Exactly. That's gonna be our path to victory here. Okay, they kind of saw it. So they're playing around the lightning bolt here. I think we still go for it. Yeah, the opponent knows. No sense in firing up a Raging Ravine if they can just block with Pro Red. Yep, we take 2. Lily? Tarmogoyf. Okay, now we can block. Opponent has 30 life. Yeah, I know. Not if they swing with Flicker Wisp only. And I probably should have trophied that. Got happy fingers. Not too late. Again with the flyers? Oh, one time? Yeah. Alright. Maybe we were supposed to attack with everything this turn since they had empty hand? Can we swing with Tarmogoyf here? We're at 8. Think we have to swing here? There's almost no world where we win this game if we don't attack with Goyf that turn. Winds of Abandon. Rough stuff. Well, turns out it was correct to swing. Mm-hmm. Thanks, deck. Oh, I guess I was supposed to swing with Ravine there. Yeah, I know. Take the shuffle effect. Oh, got one Ghost Quarter off the battlefield. Chef Netdunes ends us. And so the league. Definitely a few mistakes were made there. I think we could have played a little better around the batter skull. Our hand was very awkward though. Another in a long list of 2 3s. But fun times, very, very, very skill intensive matchups.